Good day, ma'am. In our report, we will be tackled all about urbanization in Earth systems, and assessing urban impacts. Loss of habitat and deforestation. Habitat destruction, also termed habitat loss and habitat reduction, is the process by which a natural habitat becomes incapable of supporting its native species. Habitat destruction, defined as the elimination or alteration of the conditions necessary for animals and plants to survive, not only impacts individual species but the health of the global ecosystem. Deforestation refers to the decrease in forest areas across the world that are lost for other uses such as agricultural, croplands, urbanization, or mining activities. Deforestation is the purposeful cleaning of forested land. Throughout history and into modern times, forests have been raised to make space for agriculture and animal grazing, and to obtain wood for fuel, manufacturing, and construction. Next is decrease in species population. Washington, D.C., September 9, 2020, globally monitored population sizes of mammals, fish, birds, reptiles, and amphibians have declined an average of 68% between 1970 and 2016, according to World Wildlife Fund's Living Planet Report 2020. The species population decreased because biodiversity has been declining at an alarming rate in recent years, mainly due to human activities such as land use changes, pollution, and climate change.
Decreases in ranges. The species range is the area where a particular species can be found during its lifetime. These areas, as of now, are continuously decreasing. So because of the urbanization, areas where particular species live are decreasing. For example, in a city before, there are so many trees, plants, and animals, and many more species. But when people goes to the city and made many buildings, houses, roads, and other infrastructure, the species like plants and animals are gradually decreasing. So because of the urbanization, the areas of every individual species are decreasing continuously. Decrease in biodiversity. Biodiversity loss refers to the decline or disappearance of biological diversity, understood as the variety of living things that inhabit the planet. So because of urbanization also, the diversity of all living things is declining every year. For example, in a particular area, if there are so many rats and fewer snakes, there will be a possibility that the rats will destroy the farm of a farmer. So we can conclude that if there are only some species, it is not good for the environment because it can lead to an imbalanced species, and if it is imbalanced, many species will also be affected. Alter interactions among organisms. Because all organisms interact with members of their species and other species with their common communities, the effects of human-related stressors on one organism can impose indirect effects on one or more other organisms, resulting in cascading changes across interaction networks. One mechanism by which individual organisms may respond to environmental change is through physiological responses to stressors. So the example of this is the pandemic. First, the coronavirus 19 in China, then the virus spread globally. And we all know that the virus is massively spreading in urban areas like cities. So why I am talking about the pandemic? I am talking about the pandemic because of humans and organisms. and the virus also. Now, the interaction of COVID-19 virus in people in an urban area is very strong and powerful. The more the people, the more the virus infects and develops several mutations. So it is the interactions of organisms to the organisms caused by the urbanization.
Carbon dioxide is a problem because it acts as a greenhouse gas due to its molecular structure. Carbon dioxide absorbs and emits infrared radiation, warming on Earth's surface and the lower levels of the atmosphere. So they can cause climate change by trapping heat, and they also contribute to respiratory disease from smog and air pollution, extreme weather, food supply disruptions, and increased wildfires are other effects of climate change caused by greenhouse gases. Pollution is the process of making land, water, air, or other parts of the environment dirty and not safe or suitable to use. The danger of urbanizations is that factory emits a lot of pollution. They emit smoke into the atmosphere, pollute the water or land around them, and create a lot of noise with their machinery. As a result of urbanization, there is a lot of waste materials, and it is very detrimental to the environment.
Though urbanization has many bad side effects on Earth, we can't deny that urbanization gives us also a good life as we are part of the Earth's ecosystem. Economic development gives us higher incomes, reduces poverty, increases employment, and increases life expectancy. Good governance increases businesses and gives many opportunities to its people.
Mass education has two components. The first is to impart knowledge to children that they need to effectively function as a member of society. This includes literacy, basic arithmetic, and a basic understanding of civics in order to participate in our republic. The second one is the sifting process. It recognizes that not everyone can become a doctor, lawyer, or engineer. It gives employers a basis for choosing the most appropriate employees for various jobs.
So next, the technological advancement is a scientific or technological advancement is the generations of informations or the discovery of knowledge that advances the understanding of scientific relations or technology. Many major technological advances become the springboard for countless other new innovations. A good example is that the semiconductor chip, the electric circuit with many components such as transistors, and the wiring opened the door to the evolutions of the laptop, followed by the smartphone and tablet.
That's all for our presentation. Thank you and God bless.